Hey everybody, it's Dave Mattis with Remax of Reading, and I'm here today with one of my local business spotlights, and today I'm at the Delaware Valley Golden Retriever Rescue. This is a non-profit that I've been wanting to do a video of and share, and so we're here today with Heather Hatt. Say hi, Heather.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So this is my first time here. I've driven past a whole bunch of times. I've heard you talk about it a lot, and you're a super busy person here. So tell me about the Delaware Valley Golden Retriever Rescue.
Okay, well, Delaware Valley Golden Retriever Rescue, it's a tongue twister, so we usually say DVGRR.
Right.
And that's actually our website, dvgrr.org.
Okay.
So they started in 1993 with foster homes, and then I believe it was the year 2000. They bought this building here.
Okay.
And so we're able to rescue a lot more dogs, because as rescues know with foster homes, you know, sometimes it's hard to find fosters and stuff like that. So we have a great building here with large play yards.
And as I drove up, I found that it's like a compound. I mean, it's massive.
It is.
Yeah, so you have play yards over there.
And it's really grown in the past, I would say in the past like 5-6 years, we've really grown. So we have this, right here is Pap's Place. That's actually our little retail store where we have all kinds of doggy stuff for sale.
So you said you worked up in that house up there too, or that building up there?
That's actually the resident caretaker, so that's where I live. Okay. Because I'm the resident caretaker.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. All right. And then you got to tell us about the van.
So the van, this van was actually donated by someone because we were finding that, well, in the past few years, we've been rescuing a lot of dogs from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
There actually is a huge dog abandonment problem in Puerto Rico, and especially now with the hurricane recently. So we've been partnering with a bunch of rescues down there, and they've been flying the dogs up, and we have to go to the airport to pick them up. So our little van that's over here can really only hold 4 crates with 4 dogs.
Gotcha.
So if we get more on the airplane, or if we need to do a big rescue like in the south or even locally, we can take our big Sprinter now and
so it just helps you guys be more efficient, because
it is.
Your operation is just keeps like growing and growing. So, yeah.
So I will take you into our main original building.
All right. Sounds good. So show me around a little bit. Tell us about, again, your mission and all that. And obviously we can figure it out, but
Yeah, so our main first mission it was golden retrievers.
Right.
So recently we've been opening our doors to the doodles, which are getting more and more popular.
Right.
So golden doodles, labradoodles, and then we opened our doors to Labrador retrievers.
Okay.
And then since then, we've kind of even opened our doors a little more, just depending on who needs rescuing.
So we're gonna meet just a couple
you'll
of
see in
dogs
here. This is Lucky. She's a golden doodle.
Hi, Lucky.
She was actually from a local farm breeder that gave her up because he was finished breeding her. She did have some health issues. She actually has Cushing's disease, so she looked horrible when she came in. She was full of mats, and she was in rough shape.
And then how about Tronky?
And then there's Tronky. We were like, what kind of name is Tronky? Apparently it's an Italian candy. So somebody named him that. We don't know what kind of dog he is. We think he's kind of goldenish in color, but
so
kind of like some sort of lab mixed maybe with a little shepherd or something with his ears. We don't know. Yeah. But he's a sweetheart, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely.
So he's one of ours from Puerto Rico.
All right, so show us some more about this particular facility and some of the other things you offer. You mentioned that you have a vet building in the back.
Yes.
And you were showing me the kennel.
Yep, so we have our office there with Dennis. Dennis is our kennel manager.
Hi, Dennis.
Hi.
We have our grooming room, because we groom all the dogs before they go before they get adopted.
Okay, awesome.
And then we have our kitchen, and Miranda's in our kitchen. Miranda.
Is Miranda gonna come and...
Come on, come out. She's tired. It's nap time. So obviously Miranda's not a golden retriever or a lab. She's kind of a pit bull mix.
Right.
But we got her after the hurricane in Texas last September. She's been with us for that long. So we are really looking for a home for her. She's the sweetest girl. Yeah. Miranda, come here.
She comes out for short little visits.
She is. She's a sweetheart, though. And she loves kids.
You can tell.
She loves, because I'm a kid.
At heart, right?
She loves kids. She loves people. She just is not really fond of other dogs. So I think that's why she's been here for so long.
All right.
So out back here, we've had a little flooding because of all the rain lately.
It's been bad.
It doesn't look as nice as it usually does out here.
Yeah, it's raining as we speak. So.
We have our vet center. So at our vet center, we have vets that come in 2 times a week. They actually work at other vet hospitals full time, and on their days off, they come here to help us out.
They donate their time. That's phenomenal.
So they do anything from spay and neuter surgery. They do lump removals. They do dentals. They do anything our dogs need. And at DVGR, we do whatever the dog needs before they get adopted.
So you're all in. It's all about the dog.
Yep.
Really.
So we make sure that the dog is ready to be adopted, so that when an adopter takes the dog, that they don't have to worry about thinking, does this dog have cancer or does it have something else?
Wow.
Because our vets will diagnose.
All right, so we're about to walk into the main kennel area, right? And it's gonna get loud.
It's gonna get loud. We are full, so we have a lot of dogs right now. A lot of dogs from different backgrounds. They all are awesome dogs, and all the dogs that you'll see in here are either ready for adoption or almost ready.
Almost ready. All right. So just in case it gets loud, we got that out of the way.
So here's one of our Goldens. This is Chance.
Wow, these are lovely dogs. So that's a lab, right?
Yep, he's a lab. He's just a puppy. This is Clifford. We put the towel in front of him because he gets a little, not mean or anything. He just is excitable.
Right. Understand.
So Angel just had his neuter surgery.
Okay. And there's another lab, right?
Yep, that's Gemma. She's a little scared.
Cool. Okay, so now we're outside again at the Delaware Valley Golden Retriever Rescue. Tell us about this building, Heather.
Okay, so this is one of our newest buildings that a bunch of people donated money so we could build this to house our meet and greet events, which we have the second Saturday of every month. That's the only time we're open to the public.
Okay, and that's where they can come and get to know a dog, see if they might like it.
Yep. Yep, we have all of our available dogs for adoption in this building, and any events that we have too, like any dog related events like our reunion or the spring fling, we also have here.
Gotcha.
So this is nice to have this big building, and we do training classes in that building as well.
So over this fence though, and I noticed this when I first pulled up, this is like a
it's a
recreation
play
yard. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, play yard. And then we have some agility equipment that dogs can use. We have every Thursday morning we have a life skills class for the dogs in our kennel.
Yeah.
So we have volunteers that come and they'll teach the dogs basically life skills. They'll teach them obedience skills. Then they'll take them around and do all these fun things, just like jumping through the hoop, going up and down the A-frame, and
so it's all just confidence building, acclimating them, and just making them feel good again.
Yep, and getting them. Some dogs haven't ever lived in a home either. Sometimes we get street dogs from Puerto Rico, or we get a lot of puppy mill dogs.
Right.
So
a puppy mill dog is what exactly? Because I honestly, I'm going to admit that I don't know 100%.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't. So puppy mills are places that breed dogs repetitively over and over and over, and they have lots of dogs that they breed.
In lousy conditions. Like really
in lousy and unfit conditions, so they're either kept in barns or outside in kennels or crates or just in horrible conditions. They don't get proper vet care, so they aren't taken care of. So
no
they're never
exercise.
spayed and neutered, or
Right.
because they're breeding them, and they breed them for profit. So
Right.
they're just trying to make money.
Yeah.
But it's not good conditions.
Yeah,
so
it sounds awful. So here it's just flat out all about the dog, and there it's just all about the profit. So
yes,
you know, I guess I kind of understood what it probably
Yeah.
was, but I was while we were talking about it, thanks for explaining that.
yes, and you'll see when we go down to our sanctuary, it's not only like physical trauma that a lot of them go through, it's also mental trauma. So a lot of them take a lot of time to rehabilitate them, to get them used just to being around people.
Wow.
So you'll see a couple of the dogs down there that we have.
All right, well, let's go down to the sanctuary. All right, so we're here at the sanctuary.
Yes.
All right, so we got some dogs barking in the background. So you said this was for older dogs, and
so the sanctuary we created to help senior dogs.
okay.
So the reason for that is because it's just sad when you get a 12-year-old dog that comes in. You don't want them to be in a kennel with all the younger dogs.
Right.
It's so loud, and even though some of ours are barking right now.
Yeah, but look, she's going crazy. Like she's wagging.
Yeah, she's
her tail
like 7.
crazy. Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a chocolate lab, so they're crazy forever.
Yeah, for sure. And she wants us to come in and say hello.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So what else?
And then we also have we rescue the, like I was saying, the puppy mill dogs here.
Right.
So we don't usually get the puppies from puppy mills. We get the dogs that have been bred.
Right.
So they're the ones that we really have to work with and teach.
They've been maltreated for like extended periods of time.
Right.
So that makes sense, actually.
Right.
Yeah,
We usually get them around between age 6 to 9 is when they're done
wow.
breeding them. So they've had a long time of not being taken care of. So they usually need extensive vet care. So it's nice that we have our vet hospital right here.
Yeah.
And then we just teach them about life and living in a home and really how to be a dog. So
cool.
Yeah, so we can go in here. We do actually have some puppies right now too, just because this location is actually good for puppies because we have a large room downstairs. So if you want, we can just go visit them real quick first.
Yeah, let's do it.
But they're going to be loud.
That's okay. Oh my gosh. Hi guys.
Yeah, so we have the...
Hi guys. Look at
They
them.
are
Oh, they're
so
beautiful.
super cute.
They are.
And
they're
unfortunately for the people watching, they all have adoption appointments already. So they're already spoken for.
Alright, so we're still in the sanctuary, and now we're going to meet. So these dogs you said were actually being boarded here. So
Yes.
someone that has adopted these.
Yes, so
Crazy
these
pups.
girls were both adopted from us, and their parents are going on vacation. Their family's going on vacation. And so we can also board dogs down at the kennel, but if they pay a little extra, they can have nice bedroom boarding where they have a TV, they have
Wow.
curtains, they have dog beds, they have their own crates, they have everything that they need.
And a companion on top of that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, but then usually in the bedrooms we have our own dogs that are up for adoption. So this is Mason.
Hey Mason.
He was actually going to be a stud dog, but he didn't want to breed him because something about the DNA didn't. So it was actually a good thing that the breeder did. He didn't want to breed him. So
good.
so he's turned out to be a really sweet boy.
It looks that way.
Yep. Now Honey is one of our ones that's really super shy. So
Okay.
she's kind of scared. You can
She's
see
really
it in
cute,
her
though.
face.
Yeah.
She's been here for quite a few months, and she's just starting to let me and the other girl that work here just pet her a little bit. She's just starting to take treats from our hands.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like she's always had a good appetite, but
Yeah.
she just is so scared to come up to us. It's like traumatizing
Gotcha.
for her. So, but that's why we're here. So we're
Yeah.
here to help rehabilitate them. We have volunteers that come in and just sit and talk to them and read to them, and
Unbelievable.
really
So
special people.
It really kind of illustrates like what you do here. I mean that in a nutshell. I think, you know, so that's unbelievable. So I mean, if as a parting word or whatever, I mean, what would you say? Like, I mean, what's the mission? So just sum it all up if you can.
Our mission, I guess, is to take awesome care of the dogs while they're in our care, and just to get dogs adopted to great homes. And we're always looking for volunteers and people to donate. We are a nonprofit,
Right.
so we don't get any money from the government or anything like that. It's all just like good people that love dogs and love what we do here that donate for us. So
That's very, very cool. So Delaware Valley Golden Retriever Rescue. Have a hat. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Dave.
You got it.